Social media is absolutely flooded today with threatening posts in the wake of the FBI searching Mar-a-Lago, and it raises real questions about what law enforcement could be facing. Those threatening comments started pouring in within minutes of Donald Trump revealing the FBI was at his home. Online, supporters writing things like, "Lock and load, when does the shooting start?" and "They will cry out in authentic pain soon." NBC's Ben Collins tracks disinformation and extremism and says he hasn't seen violent comments like this since before the January 6th attack on the nation's capital. Ben, as you can see, is here with us. Also with us, Frank Figliuzzi, former FBI Assistant Director for Counterintelligence. So, Ben, you've been reading all this stuff from the moment this news broke all the way through your coming out here. What's your big takeaway?
They are ready to go. And by the way, it's the same people who organized this stuff around January 6th. Some of them are literally the people from January 6th. One of those comments that you just saw right there was a man who was at
Can we put those up again?
Yeah.
Can we put those comments up again?
Yeah, so the
Not
next
that,
screen
the comments,
if possible. Yeah. So one of the comments that was posted last night.
There we go.
Yeah, the second one there, as you can see on the screen, that was posted by a guy who is awaiting sentencing for entering the Capitol.
So he's already pled or been convicted.
He's already pled down, but this might complicate some things here. Because
you don't want to be his lawyer right now.
That's correct. As you can see, he posted about how this was, the Civil War. How are we not in a cold Civil War at this point? And he said, by the way, later on, I would say more, but I'm awaiting sentencing. So not particularly bright people, but these are people who are ready to fight. These are people who are ready to go, and they've proven it in the past. They proved it, just a year and a half ago. They don't have their leader sending directions and giving specific dates and getting everybody riled up for one big day anymore. That's the big difference. But the level of violence
do you
is
have the level of violence? But do you have the volume? In other words, did this serve as a cautionary tale for at least many of them or most of them, January 6th, and the fact that so many of them are convicted?
There was a time, 3 or 4 months after January 6th, where these people calmed down and they realized that the feds were watching their spaces. But now they don't care. That's the difference. Now they are ready to fight regardless of if they're being watched by the FBI or not.
So if they don't care, Frank, what alarm bells go off for law enforcement when there are comments like this, especially given the experience of January 6th?
One would hope so. One would hope that the lesson has been learned from failures leading up to January 6th, because, again, January 6th was not a failure of intelligence, but a failure to act on available intelligence. And let's hope that people as talented and astute as Ben is are replicated throughout the FBI, the intelligence community,
please tell me that you think they are.
And major. Yeah, I think they're tuned in. I don't know if they have the bandwidth, and they've already pretty much said, look, they can't be everywhere at once, and they can't see every posting in every private chat room. There are laws regarding that that actually allow me and Ben to look at things like this, but not necessarily allow undercover activity, for example, in some of these private chat rooms before things get violent. And so what concerns me the most is that this is now on steroids with regard to what we saw in the lead up to January 6th. By that, I mean, we still have Donald Trump at the helm. We still have Fox News doing what they do. But now, boy, throw in all of the members of Congress, throw in 24/7 news cycle anger at this. I'll give you just one example, and Ben may have seen this already, but one thing circulating around today is a comment from former NYPD Commissioner Bernie Kerik, who apparently told the Daily Mail that he expects an assassination. He wouldn't put, quote, I wouldn't put it past the Democrats to try to kill Donald Trump if the FBI raid, so-called raid, does not result in criminal charges. So we have someone who used to be the commissioner of NYPD saying, you know what, I think they're going to try and kill Trump. That's very dangerous. I would not be surprised if we see the Department of Homeland Security issue some kind of bulletin that we are entering a heightened threat environment.